Okay, CBS 6's Countdown to Tip-Off is back this week. Our coverage continuing live from Guilderland High School. And that's where we find CBS 6's Olivia Jaquith this morning. And Olivia, it's not just hoops. They're at the high school. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, Julia, on the other side of these games is a whole other team, one that's committed to bringing Dutchman athletics and events to you, even if you're not physically present. Inside Guilderland High School, there's a special kind of classroom, one perhaps reminiscent of our studio here at CBS 6.
Good morning, and welcome to the GHS Reporter.
Using a green screen set and the help of a student interpreter, the high school student media department is learning the tricks of the trade before even graduating.
Let me try something new, but when I went to do it, I discovered that it was really fun.
It's a lot of preparation. You have to learn a lot about the sports. You have to start doing production meetings, and you have to learn how to call games. You can't just say, and this happened, like every play.
Teacher Andy Maycock says they're practicing on their peers with a morning report and live streams of Dutchman athletics.
It'll be played in once again by the Lady Dutch.
It's one big family with Guilderland Athletics, and all of the players are so happy to see us there every time, recording and live streaming their games.
Like a big life skill that I sort of learned was is kind of multitasking. Like when you're directing, you have so many things on your mind. It's a lot to keep track of, and it really helps with that.
From technical directors.
Just so you know, you have a score stripe on the bottom of your screen, so make sure you're tilted down for that.
To videographers. To on-air talent doing color commentary. There's something for everyone.
I'm not really a sports person, so, I mean, why not, instead of playing in the sports, record them?
It gives you a better perspective on what people in the industry do, and it gives you a lot more respect for them as well.
Yeah, you heard it there. The students tell me that this whole experience has given them a new appreciation for all of the intricacies that go into making these live broadcasts happen, kind of like what we're doing here this morning. And they also stream those Board of Education meetings as well as other events for Guilderland School District. All right, our countdown to tip-off continues this morning live from Guilderland High School. Right now, we are my boys head coaches Mike Beadnell and Matt Breton. Thank you guys so much for being here this morning.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so Matt, right off the bat, Matt has a big investment right here in this program because Matt, you're an alum. What's it like coaching? You went to school.
It's cool, I'll tell you. It was I never thought this opportunity would come. Thinking back on it when I was here in high school, but when I was given an opportunity, I wanted to come back and help out in the place that gave me a shot. So it's cool.
Okay, I feel like if I went to Niskayuna, if I were to go back and coach there, I would constantly be stressed out because you care about 1,000 times more, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I care. I give everything I have and I put into this place. So I give the kids as much as I learned from as a player, now as a coach and an adult.
And I feel like that's showing too, because in the last 3 out of 4 games, we were talking the other day, you guys have seen some improvement, kind of picking up that momentum as you go into the last few weeks of the season. So what do you guys think you're doing well? What's that shift been?
Well, I think we're competing on a daily basis and for every game. Our guys are playing hard, and that's been our focus. That's all year, is we want to play hard, we want to compete, and they're giving great effort. And that's, as a coach, that's what you look for.
Going up against Saratoga Springs tonight, what do you guys want to focus on? What do you need to improve?
Well, they shoot the ball very, very well. So we got to get out and contest shooters. You know, we got to make sure our rotations are tight and our bumps are tight. You know, we got to play active. We got to move on the flight of the ball. We just got to be active and play hard. If we play hard, we'll be in the game and we'll have an opportunity. And that's always our goal, to have an opportunity to win at the end.
One of the other things we'd spoken about was that professionalism, both on and off the court. You guys recently did like a whole college trip kind of thing, similar to what you'd see in college athletics. I guess tell me about that and sort of that mentality.
We did. We went out about an hour and a half from here, and we chartered a bus, which was a great experience for our guys. I have to give actually a special thanks to Steve Tobin from Yankee Trails for that one, because he helped us out with the bus, so greatly appreciated from him. But it was, you know, it was like a college trip where we ate a couple times on the way out, on the way back, got to get off the charter bus and go out and play about an hour and a half from here. Our guys went out, competed, had a great experience, won the game. So it was a great trip, and it's something we'll look to do each year, I think.
Okay, and in terms of, you know, you guys have a few games left in this season. We're not done yet. As you continue to fight, what would you say you're most proud of that you've seen so far? And again, what do you kind of want to expand upon?
I think our goal was always to change the culture at the beginning of the year, and I think we've done that, or we're working towards doing that. Again, our guys are working hard, but it's every day how they're approaching practice. How are they approaching film that day? How are they approaching the game? What's their mindset? How are they working together and becoming a team? And they've done that. They've competed, they've cheered for one another, they've fought for one another. So as long as we continue to do that, we're going to continue to grow, which we've done this year. So very, very proud of our guys and their work ethic and the way they've approached the season.
Yeah, I love that. And Matt, you've been on both sides of this coin here. So how do you get them ready to go before a game? What do you say to those guys before they step out on the court?
It's at the end of the day, it's just a game, right? So to go out and do something that they've all been doing since they were third, second grade, right? I mean, it's a game. Go out there, play your best, and we always tell them no one plays harder than us every game, right? That's our kind of our mantra this year. No one plays harder, and we just give it all you got.
No, I love that. Somebody's always going to be better than you, but nobody should work harder. There you go.
Exactly.
All right, thank you guys. We're going to hear more from them.
All right, our countdown to tip-off coverage continuing this morning live from Guilderland High School. We're hearing from both programs, boys and girls, set to take on the Blue Streaks tonight, Saratoga. CBS 6's Ashley Kusakaki has the breakdown on their respective seasons with some insight from the girls' head coach. Hey, Ashley.
Hey, Julia. Yeah, Guilderland and Saratoga Springs are two strong suburban council athletic departments. As for the boys and girls basketball, both teams, they have had their ups and downs, meaning that these should both be some strong, hard-fought games. Now, on the boys' side, the Blue Streaks are 7-8 on the season. They're coming off a close loss to CBA on Tuesday and will be facing the Dutchmen on the road dating back to the 2017-18 season. Toga has beaten Guilderland in their 8 last meetings. On the girls' side, it's a different story. They'll be taking on Guilderland at home. They're coming into this matchup with a 1-14 record on the season. That's compared to the Lady Dutch's 7-6 record. The last 2 seasons, Toga has beaten Guilderland. This year, though, head coach Robin Chudy says they have a young team and are looking to be a bigger threat in the coming seasons.
We've been working very hard on being aggressive. We're playing defense, working on boxing out, and over the past couple of games, we've really shown a lot of improvement on that. We're definitely going to work on our press breaker. We watched a bunch of film. They have a nice press that gives a lot of people trouble. We're going to work on our defense because they have some really very nice guards. Some guards who can shoot, some guards who drive well.
Next up, both teams face Schenectady. Those games are set for Tuesday. Now, Julia, they are going to be letting down these nets in a little bit. I can't promise I'll get Olivia on the court, but I will absolutely try. I can't promise I'll be sinking any threes either this morning. Yeah, we'll definitely try for you guys.
You know what? I think you're going to sink a three-pointer, and I think you're going to get Olivia out on the court. I have faith in you, Ashley. I know you can do it.
Thanks. I'll try.
All right, our countdown to tip-off coverage continues this morning. We're still live from Guilderland High School, but this time we are joined by head coach Jeremy Friel with the girls team. Thanks so much for being here with us bright and early.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming and giving us the exposure.
Yeah, so we were talking with Coach Beadnell earlier. This is sort of a program where we're trying to build on some momentum here, and it seems like you guys have actually done that. You've had some solid wins this season. What do you think you're doing well so far?
Some is scheduling, but no, getting commitment and buy-in from the young ladies in the program has been huge, and then continuing the message of we got to work hard, we have to have accountability. Success is earned, it's not given, and looking for small milestones along the way towards as we build.
Yeah, it's a accumulation of a lot of little steps,
Absolutely.
Right? What do you think is a focus or a few foci that you guys want to really drive home, make sure that you improve upon before the season wraps?
Yeah, I continue to want to be great teammates. Like, that's hugely important, having chemistry off. The court can help us have chemistry on the court. We need to do a better job sharing the basketball as a team, and defensively being a little tougher. The Suburban Council on the girls' side and boys is just a fantastic level of basketball, and every night is a challenge. We're not the biggest team in the league, but we have some shooting. So really just building off confidence and playing together and wanting to win, and the accountability factor of you know, it's hard to win. Everybody wants to win. So just trying to build that and relay that every single day and continue to grow.
So Saratoga Springs has historically had really strong programs in the Suburban Council. Obviously, their girls team is off to kind of a slow start this season, but that's not been the case historically. They've had some really solid wins, even against Guilderland. So how do you go into this game sort of knowing it's a slow start for them, but you still have to beat each team that you play?
Yeah, when we talked about it, went through their schedule, they played a really, really hard schedule. And they're a younger team. Again, in high school, it's very cyclical of who's coming up through the program. You could have a great class, could have not a great class of basketball players. The lacrosse program could be fantastic that year. That could affect the basketball program. So there's no guarantees. We haven't had a ton of success. We've matched last year's win total, which is fantastic, but we're just worried about one game at a time. And, you know, we had come off a tough loss on Tuesday. We need to refocus and try to get a win. It's very hard to win on the road in any league. So we got to come with a tough mindset, defend, rebound, get a quality shot, and hopefully we can take down Toga tonight as long as we have the game.
You were kind of getting it into it there, but what do you say to the girls tonight to refocus them before this game?
Yeah, we only have 7 more guaranteed opportunities to play together. So the season goes, it's a long but quick season. So, you know, it's an opportunity to, again, represent yourself, your program, and your family every time you get to step on the floor. So play as hard as you can, play together, and not quit. Like, if things are going tough, we have to battle through adversity. And sometimes it's easy to shut down, and we really need to pick each other up.
Yeah. Nothing like high school sports. It goes by way too fast.
Yeah. Some would say sometimes fast, and then not fast enough.
It depends on the season, I guess. All right, so Alyssa, you're tracking that forecast for us tonight. We had talked about, you know, oh my gosh, hopefully there aren't going to be any school delays this morning. Hopefully we'll still have our tip-off coverage. So we're all clear so far on that front. But how is it looking for later today?
All right, countdown to tip-off coverage continuing this morning. We have Olivia and Ashley, who are both at Guilderland High School. You have Guilderland boys and girls basketball taking on the Saratoga Blue Streaks tonight. I'm going to toss it over to Olivia. Good morning, Olivia. You got a couple of tall people next to you there. They make you look short.
I know it's kind of difficult to get us all actually in one frame here. Clearly basketball is not my best sport. We know this, all right? So that's why I'm not even going to attempt to make those baskets with Ashley. But these guys know something about it. I'm joined by Jackson and Tyler. They're 2 of our juniors here on the team, and Tyler's actually our leading scorer. So maybe you could give me some pointers here.
I don't know, just coming every day, working hard in practice, and staying consistent, and especially working out in the off season is definitely where it gets me where I'm here today.
Okay. And Jackson, you were an instrumental part of this team. You still are, but you're dealing with an injury right now. Can you tell me what happened and how you sort of shift that mindset to still be a solid team player here?
I got hurt like about a month ago in our game against Glens Falls at Siena, and then I recently got the news I was out for the rest of the season. So that kind of shifted my mentality to just be like more of a vocal leader on the bench and still support the team how I can.
Yeah, you still got your senior year ahead of you. They still need you out there. Yeah. So what do you guys think you are, as a team, doing well this season?
I think we're able to hit shots a lot better than last year, and I think that we're working on not turning the ball over as much, but I think that just leading the team is we're doing a good job for everyone else that's younger.
And Jackson, what would you say, you know, watching, especially from the bench, you can kind of see those mistakes a little bit more clearly. What do you think needs improvement right now?
Just like everyday things, like winning the turnover battle every day is extremely important. So cutting down on costly turnovers, and then always rebounding is also important. So limiting the other team's offensive rebounds is vital too.
All right, so taking on the Blue Streaks tonight, maybe your answer's the same, but how do you tackle this team specifically?
I'd say working they run a good 1-3-1. I think our ability to just stay strong with the ball and make open shots when we have them.
Any other notes?
That they play a tough defense, so just slowing down, controlling the pace of the game is going to be important.
Yeah, hey, you can't win if you can't score, right? So I wanted to ask you guys, any pre-game rituals? You were a little embarrassed about this. I don't get it.
No, just I think getting energy, like running around the school and getting our bodies warm and feeling ready for the game, not feeling nervous at all.
Okay, so even on a weather day like today, you will go out and run around the school?
Yeah.
No, I'm
like not
inside,
inside
in
school.
No. Oh, on the inside. Okay.
No.
Okay. And are you guys doing this like right after the school bell? Do you have classmates still in the building? Like, walk me through it.
Usually like 30 minutes before game time or so. Like, you know, we'll just get loose running around and getting our bodies feel ready.
Okay. All right. I like it. All right. So again, the boys taking on the Blue Streaks here at home tonight. The girls will be on the road. We're going to hear more from them coming up in just a few minutes. Stay with us this morning. Our countdown to tip-off coverage again continues live here at Guilderland High School. We'll be back in just a few. All right, welcome back. We are now joined by two of the girls basketball team members here, Brooke and Maddie, a sophomore, a senior. We'll start with you, Brooke. Why don't you just tell us, you're a leading scorer for this season so far. What does it mean to you to be so young in your career, you're only a sophomore, and contribute to that, to your team like that?
I think it's really that, like, my team that helps me around, you know. I score because my team passed me the ball. I score because my team makes that open lanes, and I think it's a team effort. It's less me just scoring.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's all about the team here, definitely. And yeah, Maddie, you are a senior this year. You've had a really great career as well. What are you hoping to leave this season here as it's your last?
I'm hoping to make an impact on the program, as we have a new coach this year, so we're making like big strides to like change the program, making it more positive. So I'm just trying to leave an impact better how it was in previous years.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, absolutely. Leave your legacy, too, and your mark. Absolutely. Well, how do you girls think that the team is doing so far this year?
I think we're not doing as well as we wish we would, obviously, but that comes with more communication on us. And Coach always says sharing the ball, that's what makes us better, and I think we need to improve on that. And we kind of had a team talk early on about how, like, what makes a team a little bit and what makes it from a team and then individual. And I think we need to get back on that team start because the earlier games when we lost, we kind of went back to that individual game. And I think once we get back to our team game, we're going to start playing a lot better.
Yeah, I agree. I think right now our record doesn't really reflect like where we'd hope to be, but we definitely have the potential. If we just keep putting in the work, I think we'll be pretty good.
Absolutely. Hey, season's not over yet, and those are great mindsets to have. Now, you guys are on the road tonight. What do you do to get into that mindset when you are on the road and traveling somewhere to be, you know, okay, we're about to have a game, we're about to go in?
Coach always says it's harder on the road. BYOE, bring your own energy. And what we do before the game is we always have our Jimmy John subs, and we eat before the game. And I think we all kind of put on our headsets, and we kind of all just lock in and get kind of the mental part for the game, and that's really all we do.
Yeah, I think the biggest part is just bringing our own energy, because on the road, like, you're not going to have like all like your family and friends in the stands, like, so you really got to bring your own energy. So I think before the game we try to like get loose and bring energy.
Well, I know you girls will be bringing that energy tonight. Maddie, I wanted to ask you, you are a senior. Where are you going? And I wanted to ask you, too, we've heard a little bit about Maddie's Squeeze. It's kind of been your journey to college. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I'm going to UMBC to play lacrosse next year. And so I started my business like 5 years ago in a tent, and then it's a lemonade business. And I bought a trailer 2-3 years ago, and then I just got it wrapped this fall. So it's my business I'm using to help pay for college and hopefully continue it throughout college.
And where is it so people can go?
I sell Guilderland farmers markets on Sundays in July, and then different like events in Albany like Tulip Fest, Jazz Fest, and anywhere I can get into.
All right, so people now know where to go and contribute to your college, definitely. Girls, thank you guys so much for being here so early with us this morning. We wish you nothing but luck tonight. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio. Alyssa, how's weather looking?
Going back to our tip-off coverage as the Guilderland boys basketball team will lay host to Saratoga Springs tonight at home. Olivia Jaquith joining us live from the high school now with some of the players from the team. Hey, good morning, Olivia.
Hey, yeah, so we got three seniors here right now. We have Nate, Ben, Thatcher, all three of us joining us this morning. And Nate, you've actually been on the team. This is your third year on the team,
yes, it is,
on varsity, right? Okay, so talk to me about the growth that you've seen over those 3 years.
Well, we started out 3-18 the first year. Not great. We went down, but now we're coming up. We're on the come up this year. We're at 4-10 right now, and as a team, I think we've gotten closer. I think, like I just said, our chemistry is great. Our skills, we've gotten a lot better, and I think just as a program in general, we're a lot more bunched together, and we've meshed well.
Okay. Ben, what would you say that this team needs to work on? What do you guys focus on in practice?
I
I mean, I feel like we're doing a great job of working hard every single day, but I do feel like, you know, we need to stay locked in at times. We can, you know, maybe goof off a little bit. We're still kind of a young team. We haven't, like, been at the highest level yet, and I think to get there, we have to stay locked in at all times and not take a day off.
Hey, I mean, you're a young team. That means you guys are going to be set up for the coming season, so that's good to know. Also, because you guys are seniors, this is your senior night, right? What does it feel like? I mean, that's like got to be emotional. High school sports go so quickly.
It's surreal. I've been thinking about it all week. It's kind of taken effect on my classes, but I know my mother's going to be waterworks tonight, and it's going to be tough to keep it all in. And it's tough because I love playing Guilderland. I love Guilderland, and saying goodbye is going to be a tough thing to do.
How about you, Ben?
Yeah, I mean, last year when I was watching the seniors go through senior day, they're getting emotional and stuff like that, and I was looking towards what my senior day is going to be like, and I'm really thinking, like, is it embarrassing to get emotional like that? But then, you know, as I approach the day, it's really, you're reflecting on, you know, your past few years here at Guilderland and all the, you know, great things that have happened, and, you know, you start to miss it a little bit.
All right, if it makes you feel any better, we played Saratoga Springs for my senior night, and I was an emotional wreck, okay? So it's tough, and it was the only loss that we had that season, so it's tough. Hopefully that's not going to be what you guys see tonight. How do you take on Saratoga Springs specifically? How do you beat this team?
Well, I think that we have to attack them. They're gonna come at us with a 1-3-1, so we got to get downhill, and we can't live and die by the 3 tonight. We gotta do what we do best, and that's attack the rim.
And Ben, as you guys get ready to kind of say goodbye, what's your message to this team?
Go Dutch.
All right, that'll do it. Again, these 3 seniors, they're preparing to leave this team, but you guys have done so well, so I appreciate it, and thank you guys for being here bright and early to talk to us. Again, they're taking on the Blue Streaks here at home tonight. And coming up after the break, Ashley Kuzakonki is going to hear from the girls team. Stay with us. You don't want to miss it. Our countdown to tip-off coverage continues.
All right, welcome back. I am joined here now with Vivian Timmons, a senior on the girls basketball team. Vivian, thank you so much for being here. First question I have for you is, what has been your journey to get to this point?
I started at Guilderland Girls Basketball Club, which I think is a really good program where I learned my fundamentals at basketball, and I'd like to thank my coaches, my father, Coach Mary, Coach Corey, Coach Tom, Coach Lee, for really paving the way for a good basketball experience. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And you are a senior this year.
I'm going to my dad's school at Holyoke Community College and continuing my basketball career there, hopefully. And then the plan is to transfer to Norfolk State.
Now, you say your dad's school, he's a president there at the college. What does it mean to you to be kind of, I guess, being there with him at that time?
Mm-hmm. I think it's just really full circle because he was there when I first started basketball as my coach, and now I'm going to be playing at his college, and he'll be in the stands. So I think that's just really nice, and I'm proud of where he is right now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm sure he's really proud of you too. Now, you are a senior this year. What are you hoping to leave on the court this season?
I just want to be a good example for the younger girls who are coming up the program, to be a good teammate, good player, be positive, and just work hard and have fun.
I'm sure you are. Now, do you have any advice for them?
Don't give up when things get hard. Like Coach Phil always is teaching me right now, like through adversity, play hard and be positive through it all.
Yeah, no, that's great advice. Now, how do you think you girls are doing throughout the season so far?
I think we're doing pretty well. We're playing as a team, moving the ball. And I think we have a lot of potential, and we're going to continue to grow.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's always room for growth for sure. Now, you have that game tonight. What are you hoping to get out of that game?
Play as a team, play hard on defense, run after every 50-50 ball, and get open shots, do what Coach tells us and execute it to the best of our abilities.
Now, for somebody who doesn't play basketball like myself, right? I mean, we saw me out there, and it was embarrassing. Sorry, guys. I guess, where do you get your love from basketball from?
My family's always been a basketball family, from my grandparents to my younger cousins and stuff like that. I've always grew up around basketball. So, yeah.
No, definitely, yeah. Well, good luck to you tonight. Good luck to you for the rest of the season here. Thank you so much again for joining us. Guys, we have so much more, as well as more interviews.
CBS 6's Countdown to Tip-Off is back this week. Our coverage continuing live from Guilderland High School. That's where we find CBS 6's Olivia Jaquith this morning. Olivia, you're telling us this isn't just about hoops there at the high school. It's about a lot more.
Yeah, that's right, Julia. Here on the other side of these games, there's another team committed to bringing you Dutchman athletics and events, even if you're not physically present. Inside Guilderland High School, there's a special kind of classroom, one perhaps reminiscent of our studio here at CBS 6.
Good morning, and welcome to the GHS Reporter.
Using a green screen set and the help of a student interpreter, the high school student media department is learning the tricks of the trade before even graduating.
Let me try something new, but when I went to do it, I discovered that it was really fun.
It's a lot of preparation. You have to learn a lot about the sports. You have to start doing production meetings, and you have to learn how to call games. You can't just say, and this happened, like every play.
Teacher Andy Maycock says they're practicing on their peers with a morning report and live streams of Dutchman athletics.
It'll be played in once again by the Lady Dutch.
It's one big family with Guilderland Athletics, and all of the players are so happy to see us there every time, recording and live streaming their games.
Like a big life skill that I sort of learned was is kind of multitasking. Like when you're directing, you have so many things on your mind. It's a lot to keep track of, and it really helps with that.
From technical directors.
You see no US score stripe on the bottom of your screen, so make sure you're tilted down for that.
To videographers. To on-air talent doing color commentary. There's something for everyone.
I'm not really a sports person, so, I mean, why not, instead of playing in the sports, record them?
It gives you a better perspective on what people in the industry do, and it gives you a lot more respect for them as well.
Yeah, and those students also stream Board of Education meetings as well as concerts here for Guilderland Central School District. And they tell me that this whole learning experience has certainly been eye-opening when it comes to watching these live broadcasts. They have a little inside look now at all the intricacies that go into making it possible. So speaking of that, we have more live coverage for you for our Countdown to Tip-Off coverage from Guilderland High School coming up. You don't want to go anywhere. We have more player and coach interviews and some more insight on the opposing team. That's going to be Saratoga Springs. Don't go anywhere. All right, our Countdown to Tip-Off coverage continues this morning live from Guilderland High School. I'm joined by the boys head coach here, Mike Beadnell, and two of our seniors, Nate and Thatcher. Thank you guys so much for being here bright and early. I guess school is now starting for you here, so they're going to actually have to run to class kind of soon here. You're taking on the Saratoga Blue Streaks tonight. How do you beat this team?
Well, we just got to come out and play active with a lot of energy. We got to play hard. That's always our goal, is to play hard every single night. And if we play hard, we're going to be in the game and we'll have a chance to win at the end.
Nate, what do you guys think you guys are doing well this season, especially as you pick up some momentum? You've won 3 out of the last 4 games.
I think our goal coming into the season was just to get better every day and start to build a new program. And I think we're doing that gradually. And I think our biggest strength right now is our way that we've meshed as a team. I think our team chemistry has gotten a lot better. And I think now that we're starting to get some wins under our belt, it's starting to get easier. And now no team is guaranteed to win every night. We're coming to take whatever we can.
That's right. You got to play the game first, right? It's not all stats. So we have senior night tonight, Thatcher. How are you feeling about that?
I mean, of course, you got to be a little worried, but at the same time, it's a ton of excitement. This is my second senior night, but I had one for soccer too, and this is a different environment. It's all inside. I don't know. I feel a little worried, but I'm excited. Okay, I'm curious. So we have a few multi-sport athletes actually on both teams. How do you think that helps you as you go into a new season? It's a completely different thing. I like to kind of keep it separate. Like, this is a new sport. I want to play different. Like, I want to keep the energy up, play hard, trying to get wins.
Yeah, always. And Coach, we were talking about how, we really want to rebuild this program, and we've started to pick up that momentum. What do you specifically want to work on with the guys in these last few weeks?
It's just continuing to build the program, continuing to compete, getting better every single day. And these guys have. These guys have bought in. They've worked tremendously hard, and you can never question our effort. These guys play hard every single day. We're tremendously proud of them for that. And, we're just going to continue this upward climb.
We had mentioned this when we were over on Channel 6, but wanted to ask you again, you're talking about that professionalism. You guys recently chartered a bus. Talk to me about that experience and the mentality behind it.
Yeah, we wanted to make a special trip for them, kind of make it like a college trip. So we chartered a bus out to past Utica, fed them a couple times. We made it a cool experience, something they enjoyed, something hopefully we'll do every year. I think they really liked it.
All right, Nate, so how do you prepare for this Saratoga Springs game? Anything specific you do when you guys are playing the Blue Streaks, or any pregame rituals?
Well, as we mentioned on Channel 6, we have a routine where we tend to run through the inside of the school, and it just gets us all hyper. We stretch before, and then we get our music going, and it really brings us together. And I think coming back into the locker room for our pregame talk is just the way to calm us down before the storm. And I think we're gonna get it done tonight.
All right, I certainly hope you guys do. Thank you guys so much again for being here with us this morning. Our coverage is not over, though. You're going to have to stay with us. We're having more live interviews and more coverage of this matchup. Again, we have both boys and girls here today, and like I said, they're taking on the Blue Streaks. The boys are home, our girls are away. So, yeah, I told them. Yeah. All right, our countdown to tip-off coverage continues this morning with the girls team. We have our head coach here, Jeremy Friel, and then we have Vivian and Maddie, two of our seniors. Thank you guys again for joining us bright and early. So as we head into the final few weeks of the season, what do you think you guys are doing well?
We're trying to continue to build on our foundation, to continue to play better as a team, both defensively and on the offensive end. And again, sharing the basketball is key for us to have success on the offensive end. But we're starting to get along, move along in a positive direction. We had a couple hiccups here the last week or so, but we got a big one tonight versus Saratoga, and we're excited to have potential to play and get a win.
Vivian, how do you beat this Saratoga team? What do you focus on?
Moving the ball, sharing the ball, getting open shots, just working hard, and good defense.
And kind of in that same vein, Maddie, what do you think you guys really want to work on in these last few weeks of the season?
I think coming out with energy will definitely help us tonight. Sharing the ball, like Viv said, getting paint touches, kicking it in, kicking out. That's where we really thrive, is when we can get the ball around and everyone touches it and then everyone gets shots. I think that's really where we do good against other teams.
Okay, so I want to step off to the side here because we have a big chunk of the team here behind us, right? So obviously it's not a two-woman job here. Hi, Mom. Yeah, exactly. We got a good chunk of the team here behind us as you guys are preparing to leave this place. How are you feeling? What do you want to leave? What's your message for them?
I just want them to continue playing hard, working hard, playing together. I'm sad to go because, I played basketball here since I was young, but it's time for a new chapter, so I'm excited to see where that takes us.
Yeah, I think on the same note, I'm excited to move, to continue. I think if the team just continues to grow, because we're pretty young, if they continue to stay together, work hard, they'll have a really bright future if they just continue to work hard.
Yeah, getting that experience now sets you up for success later, for sure. So since you guys are seniors, I wanted to ask, what are the plans for next year?
I'm going to be going to my dad's school, college, Holyoke Community College, and then I'll be transferring to Norfolk State.
I'm going to UMBC to play lacrosse next year, so I'm excited for that.
Well, congratulations to both of you. And Vivian, you said you're planning to play basketball, right?
Yes, that's the goal, yeah.
Okay, awesome. So as you guys go into these last few weeks of the season here, especially playing Saratoga Springs, what do you think they do well that you really want to focus on, Maddie?
They work hard. I know they've had a tough schedule. Their record isn't the best, but they've had a tough schedule, and they play hard every night, so we can't underestimate anyone. We got to come out and play hard because they do work hard. So,
How do you guys get ready for that game? What's the pregame ritual here?
I think a lot of us lock in and focus on what we have to do individually so that we can help the team. It looks quiet, but focus. We all have our headphones in and things like that.
Do you do anything special, Maddie?
I like to listen to music and get the energy up in the locker room, get everyone going. On the bus ride, we're a little quieter, but once we get there, we got to get the energy up and got to get excited for the game.
All right, well, we're excited for you. Hopefully the weather does not become a problem for us here. We definitely feel that energy behind us, right, ladies? Yeah. All right. We're going to be back in just a few minutes, but first, and our countdown to tip-off coverage is wrapping up this morning. We have both Guilderland boys and girls here live from the high school. They're playing Saratoga Springs tonight. Wish them good luck, guys.